What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Visual Verse. It is your host, Ayande Joseph, and today I'm so happy to talk about Black Panther, the original. RIP Chadwick Boseman. Before we get started, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I would love to cultivate a community of you guys. Look out for a Discord launching soon. Getting straight to it, Black Panther was such a pivotal movie for one main reason. This was the first time that a black superhero in the modern MCU era, Blade, was getting their own superhero movie. This movie, focusing on Chadwick Boseman and Wakanda, really shed light on these amazing African superhero. This movie had a 100% A-list cast. I mean, when you have Chadwick Boseman, you got Michael B. Jordan, you got Angela Bassett, and you have Lupita Nyong'o. I mean, you have so many brilliant actors, and I feel like it really came through perfectly. The fact that they brought all these nuances of the actual cultural world, and yet it was still the fictional Marvel Cinematic Universe that we loved. I think that the success of this movie really showed that we can have these minority leads have their own movies, and that really paved the way for movies such as Shang-Chi, The Eternals, and other types of movies like that. Honestly, this movie was so good. I remember that it had me shook the entire time. The one thing that I didn't like was kind of how it painted the African versus African American experiences, and how instead of, being able to work together, instead there was a divide. I feel like this might have been a little bit too close to home in the reality with African people versus African American people, and how there's usually some sort of friction, and it's really not until late that those borders have been able to be broken down and really talked about and explained. And I feel like we are getting to a better place in our society, but there is still so far to go. And as an African American man, I really did appreciate this movie kind of opening the door to that, but I also feel like it could have done better in resolving the end conflict at the end. I mean, Ryan Coogler really did an excellent job on executing his vision for this movie. I know that this is easily one of my top 5 Marvel movies just for the cultural significance, but also the power of it and how much of an accomplishment and milestone this was for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, there's so many other movies that would not have happened if Black Panther did not succeed, and the success of it really was amazing and astonishing. I think that it just showed that it doesn't matter who the main character is, as long as the writing is done well and they are filled with the right resources, then they are destined to succeed. I think it's crazy to me that Black Panther was created by the child of Stan Lee. I mean, a white man in the 80s in the United States. I mean, cannot be any more polarizing, and yet he chose to select Wakanda, a fictional African nation, as the people with the smartest and best technology on the entire planet, which is insane to me. And I think just goes to show you how much of a G Stan Lee is. May he rest in peace as well. This movie Black Panther was absolutely phenomenal. I feel like there's a pitfall when we start talking about Black Panther 2, specifically because the main character, Chadwick Boseman, did pass away, and that creates a whole different dynamic for Ryan Coogler and the team. Out of that scenario, I feel like they made a really great decision, and I will definitely go more in depth into my opinions on their choices in another video. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, I will see you next time.